Victor Tango Victor November Mike Mumbai ground. How do you read?
Read you five. Victor Tango Victor November Mike. How do you read?
Read you 5 Mumbai ground. Confirm position.
Stand five. Victor Tango Victor November Mike.
Roger. Okay, so I'll just pull up the screen and we'll get started. Make sure you don't write anything and make sure you don't even write any clearances. So, Harsh, please come to the exam hall, is the call out.
Okay.
So imagine you've come and seated, and the moment I'll share the screen, you'll start answering. You can keep your video off. Let's simulate a blind experience.
Okay. So just a question. Did you check with any recent student if they are allowing us to write?
Yeah, let's not write today. Let's practice without writing.
Okay.
Can you see the screen?
Affirm, sir.
I'll share a copy of chart with you. You can zoom in on your phone.
Okay.
Please start, okay? The timer has begun.
Okay, sir. Transmitting question number one. Pass me following information. Transmitting question number two.
Just give
I
answers
sh
in sequence. Don't mention question number.
okay. I should like to know. Accurate. Continue in accordance to condition. Dismiss my last transmission.
Dismiss. Are you sure?
Um, Ignore.
Please continue. Number 6.
Number six, say all again or repeat all. Wait, I'll call you. Will comply your message.
Some are not accurate, but good job. Close to accurate. Not bad.
Visakhapatnam TAR, I fly 719er, stand 8, I for flight Visakhapatnam to Nagpur, passenger on board 234, request pushback and startup.
I fly 719er, Visakhapatnam Tower. Pushback and startup not approved.
Pushback and startup not approved, request reason.
Remember to end with your call sign. One of the first and foremost things.
Okay. Startup not approved. Request reason. I fly 719er.
I fly 719er, Visakhapatnam Tower, pushback and startup not approved due traffic. Expect delay 30 minutes.
Startup not approved due traffic. Unable to expect delay 30 minutes due hospital flight. I fly 719er.
I fly 719er, Visakhapatnam Tower, Roger. Standby.
Standing by. I fly 719er. Visakhapatnam Tower. I fly 719ers.
I fly
Get a
719er, Visakhapatnam Tower.
Visakhapatnam Tower. I fly 719ers. Say again.
So you should have mentioned priority there. And if ATC doesn't call you after saying standby, so you should just call ATC and tell them that you're standing by for pushback and startup. But you missed the word priority there. So
Okay.
these are little things. Just think and do it. Make sure. Um, hmm,
Okay.
make sure you reduce errors.
Visakhapatnam Tower. I fly 719er. Pushback and startup completed. Request taxi clearance.
I fly 719 now, Visakhapatnam Tower. Taxi via taxiway Lima 1. Turn right for taxiway Charlie. Continue straight ahead for taxiway Lima 2. Turn left. Holding point runway 25.
Taxi to Lima 1. Turn right. Then taxi to Charlie. Continue straight for Lima 2. Then turn left. Hold short runway 25. I fly 719er.
Roger, Visakhapatnam Tower.
Visakhapatnam Tower. I fly 719er. Taxiing Lima 1. Will turn right for taxiway Charlie.
Roger, Visakhapatnam Tower.
Visakhapatnam Tower. I fly 719er. Continuing straight on Lima 2.
Roger, Visakhapatnam Tower.
Visakhapatnam Tower. I fly 719er. Turning left and will hold short runway 25.
Roger, Visakhapatnam Tower.
Visakhapatnam Tower, I fly 719er, holding short runway 25, sighted a glider on B's leg. Will wait until clear of traffic and enter runway 25.
I fly 719er, Visakhapatnam Tower. Roger, traffic in sight. Once clear of landing aircraft from left to right. Clear to enter runway 25.
Once clear of traffic, will enter runway 25. I fly 719er. Visakhapatnam Tower, I fly 719er, clear of traffic, entering runway 25. Visakhapatnam Tower, I fly 719er, holding short runway 25, request lineup.
I fly 719er, Visakhapatnam Tower, cleared to line up, runway 25, cleared to enter runway 25, number 1 for departure.
Clear to line up runway 25, number 1, I fly 719er.
Always mention cleared to enter as a readback. So if ATC said cleared to enter, give a readback of that by any chance.
Roger. Clear to enter runway 25, I fly 719er. Visakhapatnam Tower, I fly 719er on lined up on runway 25, request departure clearance.
I fly 719er, Visakhapatnam Tower, cleared for takeoff, runway 25.
Clear for takeoff runway 25, I fly 719er. Mumbai radio, I fly 719er, passing 2,500 feet, 50 nautical miles outbound Visakhapatnam. Route 9, November 877, 1130, estimate.
Have you forgotten
es-
the format for departure report?
uh, I say again, Mumbai radio, I fly 719er, departure report, passing
And why Mumbai
2000.
radio? It should go to destination radio. Correct. That way you're right. Carry on, carry on. Think before making calls so that you can avoid mistakes.
Okay, so
If you
this
already
will
know
go
the
to,
answer, no, you just
uh,
give the call.
okay,
But yeah, focus. If you're doing half right thing, then think and do the whole right thing.
Roger. Mumbai radio, I fly 719er, passing 2,500 feet for flight level 320, 50 nautical miles outbound Vishakhapatnam, route November 877, estimate Uksena 1200, ETA Nagpur 1310, IFR flight Lucknow, correction, Vishakhapatnam to Nagpur, passenger on board 234, aircraft Airbus 320 heavy. Pan. Visakhapatnam approach. I fly 719er over Rebro, flight level 320. Would like to descend flight level 10 due cabin pressure decreasing. Passenger on board 234, IFR flight Visakhapatnam to Nagpur. Passenger on board 234, estimating Uksena 1130, ETA Nagpur 0100. Request emergency descent, flight level 10.
Flight level 10, huh? That is
Flight
what
level 100.
one. So can you just give the call again?
Correction. Visakhapatnam approach. I fly 719er over Rebro, flight level 320, November 877, 1130, Would like to descend flight level 100 due cabin pressure decreasing. IFR flight Visakhapatnam to Nagpur. Passenger on board 234. Estimate Uksena 1130. ETA Nagpur 1230. Request emergency descent flight level 100. Aircraft Airbus 320 heavy.
Which whom did you make this call to?
Visakhapatnam approach.
No, it's the wrong ATC. You have to assume you are at cruising altitude, and yeah, mostly the call will go to control
Okay.
if you are at 320. Hmm. And
Uh,
you
so con
and you didn't follow this also. You didn't follow call structure for emergency calls. Sorry, you were asking something.
so ATC will be Nagpur control.
Check carefully. You have not yet entered. Looks like Nagpur control, but Nagpur control has 095 to flight level 255 only. It could be Kolkata. Nagpur will start halfway. Check your flight plan. All available ATCs are given to you. So Kolkata is there.
Hmm.
Partially Kolkata, partially Nagpur.
And what did I miss in the call?
You missed the structure for emergency calls. W1 structure is like addressing, condition, intention, and additional info. So there was no urgency. By the time you started your call, but I didn't know about your emergency until a long time in the call. So the emergency should be spoken first and the intent should be asked first. Like addressing is pan. Kolkata control, I fly 719er. Condition is experiencing slow decrease in cabin pressure. Intent request immediate descent to flight level 100. Say full 100, 100
Okay.
flight levels ATC are expecting. And then give additional info. Position over Ribro, November 877, flight level 320. So and so DME outbound. So and so next. Persons on board so and so. Endurance so and so. Like this. So this is the exact structure. You didn't care about the structure, and that's where you will lose marks. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Try and give that call again.
Okay. Pan. I fly 719er, Kolkata control. We are experiencing cabin depressure. Would like to make emergency descent, flight level 100. IFR flight Visakhapatnam to Nagpur. Passenger on board
You won't say
234.
would like to make emergency descent. No. Request immediate descent to flight level 100. That's
Okay.
it. Use RT. Structure it in RT words and phrases only. Keep it short.
Okay. I
Okay,
see
let's
them.
continue the test. It's okay. You go to the next question.
Okay. Nagpur control. I fly 719er. 20 nautical
Cancel
miles.
pan. See, you're not connecting emergency situations. You're not thinking that you had raised a pan, now cabin is normal. Think about the situation. You are in the PIC seat right now. You're not acting like it. Normal calls were fine. In emergency, you're not acting like you're flying the plane. The tone also should sound a little serious there. And the call have to be structured. You have learned RT, you have flown. Use all that to your advantage. Don't just do wrong things. You can easily avoid. It's a cancel pan because first call you made was pan. So connect
So
the
we have
dots.
We are already, so after that call, we are at flight level 100 now.
See, I don't know. You can assume anything because ATC didn't give you clearance because your call was not clean. So they were like, okay, let's just guide you how to do the call correctly. So you assume anything and you take your call, but you have to do it in a very good way.
And just one question. We have to say cancel pan 3 times.
No, W1,
Oh,
W2, cancel pan pan.
okay. Kolkata Control, I fly 719er. Cancel pan. Current position, flight level 320. Aircraft cabin pressure is normal. Will continue as per flight plan. Route November 877, flight level 320. IFR flight Visakhapatnam to Nagpur. Passenger on board 234. Estimate
Say
u-
estimating.
estimating Uksena 1200. ETA Nagpur 1300. Aircraft Airbus 320 Heavy.
The way you ended the call was good, but starting part of the call was not like RT, but you are getting there. So push yourself, do your best. It's not a task, it's not an exam, it's your job. And your job is to do the best. Think of it as your job. You're going to fly. People are paying you to fly safely and efficiently. You have taken up that job because you know that you're going to be best. So let that reflect that why will I make mistakes when I'm doing a job, right? We all do our best, right? Hardly we make mistakes when we think about anything that is a job. We give our best. We give our 10 hours non-stop. So that's how you think about it. It's not an exam, it's not a test, it's your job. Don't do it half. Don't do it with mistakes. It will just get stretched. There will be losses.
Yes, sir.
So let that reflect in your calls.
Mayday. Nagpur Control, I fly 719er. Over Uksena, we got a hit by bird. Would like to make emergency landing at Nagpur. Flight controls affected. Passenger on board 234. Endurance 0300. IFR flight Lucknow to correction Visakhapatnam to Nagpur. Estimating Nagpur 1310. Aircraft Airbus 320 moderate.
You don't have to say certain things again and again, like IFR, Visakhapatnam to Nagpur. Certain unessential information can be ignored.
Okay. So let's say, sorry, we were over Uksena, but I don't have any estimates further. Can we avoid that?
See, you have control boundary and you have OMLEG, you have CTA and CTR. So these are all estimates on the route only.
Okay.
You have to think about your emergency descent also, priority like immediate descent and instructions to set course for emergency landing because controls are affected, aircraft difficult to control. So make it more clear. Just quickly do the next call. Continue answering. You're running short of time.
Okay. Nagpur Control, I fly 719er. Cancel Mayday. All aircraft operations working normally. Will continue as per flight plan. Current position over Uksena, flight level 320. Estimating control boundary 13, correction 1150. ETA Nagpur 1230. Passenger on board 234.
Can you repeat your call?
Okay. Nagpur Control, I fly 719er. Cancel Mayday. All air Correction. Aircraft is working normally. Would like to continue or resume current flight plan. Current position over Uksena. Flight level 320, November 877. 14, correction,
Yes,
1.
yes, yeah, it's okay. Just don't use like current word and all is not. Just try avoid using words that are not RT based unless it's very important to use them. You can just say position. You can say present position. It is, but don't say non-RT words much. And make your call in your mind first. Keep it short, modify it, and then just give a live call so that they are impressed. Now, so much you're struggling with the call and it's stretching so much, and examiners might just feel that you're not ready. So think about the
Perfect.
situation. Nagpur control, iFly 719er, cancel Mayday. Controls working normally, aircraft in control. 25 nautical miles outbound Uksana, November 877, flight level 320. Estimating Omleg so and so time, ETA Nagpur so and so time. Top of descent, request descent, and yeah, request descent. That's it.
Okay.
Keep it simple and keep it focused. It should not be like, okay, you're just going at a pace that you don't have under control. Think you have to further go and descend, prepare for arrival. Make a note anything that you think that you are at a lower altitude and near to destination. Then you can always say that request type of approach. Write down these words. Request type of approach. You can ask them during a descent phase only that what kind of approach am I expecting. Accordingly, I'll start arriving in inside Nagpur.
Roger. Pen. Nagpur approach. I fly 719er. 60 nautical miles inbound Nagpur. Passenger just fallen sick, unable to revive. Request emergency landing and emergency vehicles on arrival.
Still, it is not definitive. You are in air. And is this the kind of call you'll take in air? Do you think it's satisfactory? Does it serve the purpose?
No, sir.
So try your best.
Pen. Nagpur approach. I fly 719er. 60 nautical miles inbound Nagpur. A passenger has just fallen sick, unable to revive. Request priority landing and medical services on arrival. Current position 60 nautical miles inbound, November 877. Passenger on board 234. Request ILS approach runway 27.
Can I just repeat that call once again?
Pen. Nagpur approach. I fly 719er. 60 nautical miles inbound Nagpur. A passenger has just fallen sick, unable to revive. Request priority landing and emergency vehicles on arrival. Aircraft Airbus 320 Heavy. Passenger on board 234. Request ILS runway 27.
Just make add a couple of points, make a note. It's pan medical. And you can also give some description of the passenger. Passenger is male, about 50 years old. And it was good. Requested wireless approach and all, good idea. Can just say request descend, further descend, and type of approach. Like I just advised. Try to pick that up. Request type of approach.
Okay. Should I say again?
If you want to try.
Pan, medical. I fly 71 correction. Disregard, I say again. Pan, medical. Nagpur control. I fly 719er. 60 nautical miles inbound Nagpur. Passenger just fallen sick, unable to revive. Passenger 50H, black male. Request priority landing and medical services on arrival. Request descent and ILS approach runway 27. Passenger on board 234. IFR Visakhapatnam, Nagpur.
What was the last sentence? Say again. There's a readability issue.
Last I said IFR flight Visakhapatnam to Nagpur. Passenger on board.
Okay, please ask your doubts.
It's over.
Hmm. And 30 minutes are also over.
Okay.
So see, Harsh, I want you to understand something. Now, when you have the exam, okay,
Okay.
you have the opportunity to give your best. And I want you to take that opportunity. It is very important. Right now, you are doing your best sincerely, but I don't think that's your best with respect to you flying like a pilot. I appreciate you being calm, composed, but if things are not correct and structured, then it shows that our preparation is not great. But I don't think so. So it's just that the performance has to be boosted
Okay.
with in terms of accuracy and correctness also, in terms of the feel of the call also. Now these things are very simple. Urgency call structure, pan. Kolkata control, Air India correction, Kolkata control. So see, when I say correction, I start with the last correct word or phrase. That was not there. You're using correction just like that. Now that comes to notice. So correction, Kolkata control, I fly 719er, experiencing slow decrease in cabin pressure, request immediate descent to flight level 100, over Ribro, flight level 320, November 877, estimating Oksana next 1215, request descent. I could have made it simple, and then I made it in my mind. And I realized that I have to say persons on board and endurance just in case something goes further wrong. So then I take the live call. So everything is fixed. So what I did at first, I figured out a couple of mistakes. That is what you work up in your mind. Prepare your call and just be ready to give that call to ATC. That way your situational awareness will be increased and your mistakes will be reduced. So now that I realized, okay, this is what I have to do. So I'll take a call quickly. Pan, Kolkata control. I fly 719er. Experiencing slow decrease in cabin pressure, request immediate descent to flight level 100. Over Ribro, flight level 320, November 877. Estimating Oksana 1215. Persons on board 180. Hospital flight. Endurance 0230. Request descent. That would be enough. It's not too long, it's not too short, but I was prepared because went through it twice. That's all you have to do. That's it. It's so easy. You have to just sit there and talk. They're not even asking you to write.
Mm.
Hmm? This is how you do. This is how I'm doing right now. Looking at the screen and doing. This is how you do. You look at the screen and just talk. But in that mode, okay, this is challenging. This is exciting. But I will not be able to take that call if I don't look at the chart, if I don't look at the flight plan, I don't look at the time, don't verify my call sign. So I'm engaged in everything. This is how you're supposed to be engaged. So if you try it this way, then trust me, 20% increased in efficiency is what I will directly be able to see in your performance. Because you have more than that already in you. We just need to let it out. So I'm not saying you forgot, that's the issue. I'm not saying you didn't remember, that's the issue. I'm not saying you didn't know something, that's the issue. It's just that you didn't follow this process. If you would have followed, you would have reduced the errors by 80%. होते तो बहुत कम होते हैं क्योंकि कोई बड़े एरर्स नहीं है बट हाँ स्ट्रक्चरल एरर्स है. Next call, same. So ATC will tell you, let's communicate. I fly 719er, Kolkata control, clear to descend to flight level 100. Confirm if able to descend at 1500 feet per minute rate of descent. Something like this. So now you know you have gotten a clearance. So you'll quickly say affirm able to descend at 1500 feet rate of descent, leaving flight level 320 for flight level 100. I fly 719er. This is now more important. Everything else can go because now you have established and said everything. Now you just talk about the thing at hand. Then they'll say Roger. Then you start complying if they don't change the question. So you say passing flight level. So you'll say Kolkata control, I fly 719er, passing flight level 250 for flight level 100. Just that. Then they will change the question. The question changes to anytime when they change the question, cabin pressure becomes normal. I do the same exercise again. Okay, where was I? Maybe I was passing 250 for 100. Now maybe I am at 200. So what do I do? Would I still continue at 200 or would I climb back to 320? If I climb back to 320, how much time will it take? Now planes climb at 1500 feet per minute, 1500 feet per minute. So that way from 200 to flight level 200 to flight level 320, it's how much? 12,000 feet. And if 1500 feet in 1 minute, so 12,000 approximately in 7 8 minutes. So 7 8 minutes you'll go up. How much distance you'll travel, then again you'll have to ask for descent. So maybe yeah, it's a right decision. I'll go up, I'll cruise, and then reaching Nagpur CTA, that is the second big circle approach, I'll ask for descent, or maybe before I'll ask for proper descent again. Or maybe you can just ask to maintain a lower altitude because any which ways further you'll have to descend. So these things should go in your mind because you're actually flying the plane. So you just think about these basic things. And you don't need flying experience for all this if you think about logic, but then you have a flying experience, so use it. Are you following? So now that I've
Yes, sir.
understood that situation, my call will go like this. I'm making it in my mind right now. Kolkata control, I fly 719er, cancel pan pan, cabin pressure normal, aircraft flight level 200 for flight level 100, request descent to flight level correction, maintaining flight level 200. Request climb to flight level 320, top of climb 1250, something like that. That's it, simple. Then you don't have to give much information. So when I made the first call in my mind, I realized I'm struggling. So my mistakes got saved. Now I'll be like, okay, I have to fix it. What do I do? I fumbled. Good. Now I know I'll be clear. Kolkata control. I fly 719er. Cancel pan pan. Cabin pressure normal. Passing flight level 200 for flight level 100. November 877. Request climb to flight level 320. Top of climb 1230. That's it. It ends there. That is much better than the one that I gave before in my mind.
Correct.
Hmm. And this is how they'll expect short, sweet, logical, following the protocols. So I just wanted to do this way and see how much it impacts. And you'll see that your calls are already good and everything is good, and hardly you'll need 10, 15 minute worth of 10, 20, 15% worth of revision or reading or studying again. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So I'm
Even
not saying, sorry.
in my last exam, I did the same thing. So what I used to, as you said, I just tried to give a call in my mind first and then say it. But those guys are like very, you, are you okay? Is everything all good? So they'll call me like this.
No, you're getting it in the wrong way. You don't have to take time to do that. The first call that you give out, just keep it in your mind, fix it, and give the call. It could hardly take 5, 10 seconds. It will not take more than that. You don't have to
Correct.
take time more than that. But you have to follow this practice. Do it in a faster way.
Okay.
They are not used to having any dead air. They want back to back conversations with you. That is what they are feeling and following. We have to be up for it. It doesn't mean we'll skip our strategy. So, whatever practice that we are doing, whatever strategy we are following, we'll follow it in a way that it falls within their expectations. So 5, 10 seconds is not a big time.
Correct.
Right now, and you giving that 5, 10 second time will make your call fast the way they expect. Try it, no, try it. You practice it now, and later on you'll realize your mind is very fast, and with practice you get fast. So you need to be aware for every question. If you don't want to take time for every question, then just be aware of the whole situation in every moment. Like your level of awareness has to be 100% then. It's a very organic thing. Nobody talks about it. But I can see that why errors are happening. These errors are happening because a little more effort is needed to work on the mind before a call is given. And I want you to be willing to take that effort because it's your job. It's not like you're not taking effort. So today's mock is good. In-air calls are not great. Ground calls are great. Report structure is not followed. Call structures are not followed. Calls are a little lengthy. So now what do? We remember emergency and distress call structures. We get comfortable about in-air calls about climbing, descending. Next mock we are going to practice deviations and RCF. So there you'll have to do a lot of rejoining clearance, rerouting clearance. So you need to be very careful, short, sweet with it.
That's all.
So you will get there after focusing on the feedback of the session. So I'm not saying you did anything wrong, but at the same time, I'm saying that, okay, with whatever awareness you gave the exam today, I want you to increase it by 50% and follow the strategy, okay,
Yes, sir.
at a faster pace. And you'll realize that when your accuracy is reached following this practice, then you might not need to frame it in your mind at all. Still, your call will be fast and quick and correct. But you follow this right now when we are doing it, get to accuracy, then you will get to pace also. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Whenever you mention you see a traffic on base leg, do mention base leg runway number. Which runway? Hmm. And don't say will enter. Once clear of aircraft, will enter runway 25. You were not cleared, so you don't say I'll enter on my own. Will give way to landing aircraft. Will report when clear of landing aircraft. Holding position
Okay.
like this. You could have said will request for enter runway, but doesn't make sense. You don't have to say that I will make a request. So that was one thing that was not right. Try not to
Okay.
fumble. Mention priority for departures, like push back and startup on priority to your hospital flight. If you would have said it directly in your call, I would have given you. I would have not given you delays. But because you missed reading hospital flight and mentioning priority, I thought I should test more that delay. So you said unable to take delayed your hospital flight. Request start upon priority. Push back and start upon priority.
Okay.
And initially you forgot to end with the call sign also. So these are little errors. We need to just brush them up. Uh, I want you to take a boost into getting into a better position, and that boost is to just work on first creating the awareness for every situation by framing the call in mind. So you're just gathering thoughts. What happens, when you just directly take a call about a situation and when your call is not good, it means that you have information which is haphazard. It is not structured. It means there's lack of
Correct.
clarity. This is what it indicates to the other person. So how do we increase clarity? How do we not make it haphazard? By making our understanding more clear. And to make the understanding more clear, you have to uh, acquaint yourself with it for a little more time. Like you have to study it till you are acquainted with it. So that's what it is happening. That's what is happening in this process automatically to give
Yes,
you
sir.
a more structured understanding, which gives you a structured call out. My call is bad because my understanding is not yet structured. So my mind, to know what I'm going to do and to talk about it, I have to do that. That's it. So if I don't know what to do, how to do, so I'm not able to make a call. But when I make a mistake, my mind guides me to correct it because I've studied it and I know it. So you end up giving a very correct version in the next attempt, in the second effort. So this is practically guiding the mind the way we expect our mind to work automatically. मैं चाहता हूँ
Understand, sir.
देखते ही मेरे को सही आंसर आ जाए, बट आ नहीं रहा है। तो मैं मेरे माइंड को ये स्टेप से गाइड कर रहा हूँ सही आंसर लाने के लिए। इतना ही फर्क है। अब आप खुद से गाइड कर रहे हो, माइंड यू पिकअप कर लेता है। 2 बार आपको ऐसे ब्रश करना पेरेंट्स ने सिखाया होगा, अपन तीसरे बार खुद से करने लग जाता है ना।
Yes, sir.
तो वैसा ही है। सो डोंट थिंक इट इज समथिंग दैट विल कॉस्ट यू। इफ इट कॉस्ट यू समथिंग लाइक दैट व्हाट एग्जाम हैपेंड, देन इट्स बिकॉज they thought it's too much of a time, so we will do it before that time. It is doable. It's just thoughts travel at speed of light, right? कितने elements है? There are 5 to 7 elements only. There are 3 to 4 sentences I have to say in a call. Not much.
Correct.
It's not very abstract. I want you to understand and just do your best in the same direction.
Yes, sir.
बोलो मुझे कोई questions?
एंड सर ये एक हर बार प्रॉब्लम आ रही है मुझे कि आई एम ऑलवेज गिविंग कॉल टू रॉन्ग एटीसी विच आई डिड ओवर हियर एज वेल.
देखो, just think about the logic involved. Think think about this. Why are you confused? Are you not looking at the flight plan? Check the flight plan. What frequencies do I have? Visakhapatnam Tower, Visakhapatnam approach,
करेक्ट.
Kolkata control, Nagpur Tower approach control. So I know departure, I have to talk to tower, initial climb approach, then everything will be handled by control Kolkata. Then control Kolkata will pass me to Nagpur control, then approach, then tower. These are the only ATCs that I have to talk to. Now, when I have anything to do with ground movements and runway, I'll talk to Visakhapatnam Tower. Anything I have to do from flight level 50 approximately to flight level 150 or as mentioned on the chart. If it's not given on the chart, then assume 50 maximum for tower and flight level 50 to 150 for approach. DME 25 for tower, DME 50. Hy- Like hypothetically, can you assume the same thing for each station to choose which ATC to talk to? Because the charts in exams will not show you ATCs on charts, they'll just show you ATCs here. So if you get a call 50 DME, 50 flight level, then it's practically approach. If it's
Okay.
it's 25 DME, then it's tower. It's above flight level 150, any DME, it will be control. Then there'll be some halfway distance between these 2 points, Visakhapatnam and Nagpur. Up to halfway point minimum, you can imagine it's Kolkata control for all cruising altitudes,
Okay.
related call. And next halfway through will be Nagpur control. This is how you'll determine halfway. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
So there should be no confusion then. You were close to Trivandrum, and for Trivandrum, the control you had was Kolkata control. So your call should have gone to Kolkata control. After Ribro and the next waypoint, after Ribro, you could have gone to Nagpur control, like that. Does that help you determine how to choose ATC?
Yes, sir.
Are
And
you following?
yes, also just a one doubt. So we have one question of departure report. So in that case, we we contact Mumbai Radio, right?
Yeah, you call the right radio, but the format for any report is W1, W2, name of the report, then time and particulars of the report.
Okay.
So Mumbai Radio, I fly 719er, departure report 1110, departed Trivandrum, correction 1120, departed Visakhapatnam 1115, passing flight level so and so for flight level 320, estimating waypoint so and so next 1130, ETA Nagpur so and so time. That's it, hospital flight. Basic info you're giving to destination FIC just to say that I've departed successfully and everything is on schedule. This is not a daily call that pilots give these days, but it can be asked. So follow this
Okay.
structure and remember any report start with W1, W2, name of the report, time, and then further.
Oh, yeah, when you told me second time, my mind got strike and then I said departure report on the second call.
But third call you forgot again because you were not conscious. Hmm. So this strike that you got is the strike you will get when you just do what I'm telling you to first frame the call in mind and then give within 5 seconds, 7 seconds.
Okay.
Try it, okay? If it doesn't work, then we'll do something else. Any more questions?
No question, sir. Did
Uh,
anyone, sir, got for the exam recently?
um, yeah, many students.
Okay. So
Hmm.
I was, do you have the questions? I
I'll
was like
share.
planning
I'll
to do,
share.
yeah, I was planning to practice those questions.
I'll share, but first today work on the feedback given to you.
Okay.
I'll get an email summary on email for the session. I will forward it to you and just go through it.
Roger, sir. Done.
It will mention all the important points we have discussed. After reading it, give me an update whether it was helpful or not.
Sure, sir.
I'll confirm time, but keep it in your mind that we should do another mock tomorrow. Okay?
Done, sir. Done.
Focus on these things, please. Rest anything you need, just let me know.
Done, done, sir.
You have strengths, you work on these things and you're ready. But we have to check. So, all the best, okay? Good job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.